What's up, GG Nation, or GG Legion, whatever you guys want to be called. Welcome to the Golden God and Friends podcast.
Wait, was that the reveal of the following?
I've been saying it a lot on the other Skype calls I've been doing with my cousin.
GG Nation?
Yeah.
Or Legion?
Or Legion, I don't...
You
Stop interrupting, motherfucker. Welcome to the Golden God and Friends podcast, episode quadrillion. Not really. This is probably the official episode 4 or 5. Depending on, because we did a spoiler cast of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, me and my cousin.
Did you see it?
Absolutely fucking sexual. It was really good. Really, really good. I got, this is your host and moderator, Straussman the GG, your boy. Looking good as ever. And, of course, I got him out of church today. The preacher himself, Dan the Man. Dan the Man, welcome back to the Golden God and Friends podcast.
Thank you so much. Okay, let's talk about it though. Guardians of the Galaxy. I was afraid through the trailers and stuff.
Whoa! Fuck, ease into it, dude. Like, did you watch it?
No. We're going dry. I'm like, bite the pillow, Levi. We're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I didn't watch it, but I was trying to.
You need to watch it. I ain't gonna spoil it for you. If you want to see the spoiler cast, it's gonna be uploaded pretty soon. Shameless plug right there. Okay. Bam.
And okay, so you said it was really good compared to the first one. Where does it fit?
To me, I liked it better than the first one.
Better than the first?
Yeah, okay. I did. A little bit better. The first one, a lot of people will say is better. A lot of people will, because it's been getting a lot of like 7.8s and shit.
Yeah.
But the movie's
there's a lot of hype behind it. So
the movie's fucking fantastic. It's gonna make its money. It was good. It was hilarious. The emotional moments were right. A lot of nice surprises. A lot of nice, just everything about it. Like, just watch the damn episode. Soon as I ever fucking upload, I got like 5 or 6 episodes to upload. I got good news. The logo's being made. We're getting that worked on. My buddy is a graphic designer. He's making one for us for the Golden God and Friends podcast. I decided on the YouTube channel name. It's gonna just be Straussman. I still gotta do the Instagram, the Twitter, everything like that. So a lot of good news trending up, everybody. Trending up. You know, we're still kind of very unprofessional looking. There's still a fucking glare right there. I don't know how to get it out.
From the window?
But the content's gonna be great. You know, it's gonna be awesome. It's always fun having Dan the Man here. He brought his bro off camera. Say hi, bro.
Sup?
All right, so let's start out. You want to start out with movies today?
Yeah, why not?
Let's talk about what we just saw.
The It 2 trailer.
It 2 trailer. I'll let you start off. How'd you feel about it?
It was one of those where it was like nothing's really happening, and so you just hear character dialogue in between, like, you know, just going back and forth. And it wasn't interesting enough for me. Like, I didn't think they were clearly trying to be funny. And it kind of fell flat for me. They had the kid from Stranger Things. Like, they were always saying, yeah, we have this kid, but I never knew who it was. It was the main
I never
kid.
watched that yet. Everyone tells me to watch it. It's good.
It's alright, yeah. Yeah, it's a poor man's Fringe. Watch Fringe. It's a little longer, but it's a lot better.
I could have said something else there, but I'll let it slide. I'll just go past it.
No,
For me, personally, for the GG, Straussman the GG himself, I didn't like this one at all. I was really shocked that was the trailer. I was like, "Are you serious?" Like, even when you told me, like, "Dude, that's the trailer," I was like, "What?" Yeah. The first trailer was incredible. I already told you, Warner Brothers, you fuckers. Listen, I didn't want another trailer. The first trailer was incredible. It had the right tone, the right aspects. I understand it. With this, they kind of want to showcase the kids a little bit more, talking. I get it, and then you see the reveal and the balloons and shit of Bill Skarsgård himself. It was good. It was good in the sense of, I guess, that of just atmosphere, but not atmosphere in the sense of not in the sense of the room, which we'll also be discussing. Golden God and Friends. This fucker watched it. He finally watched it. I forced him to. I just grabbed him. And
I didn't get any sleep last night because I was watching The Room.
You guys were super late today, by the way. I'll be here at 11.
Yeah. It's 11-ish. We left at 11-ish. It's
fucking 1 o'clock right now. Well, we were talking something else for a little bit, but I don't know. You're right. They're gonna have more fucking trailers about this, and I don't know. Do it. Just don't fucking
The next
do
one's
it.
gonna be better. The second one's always kind of a dark.
And they still call it a teaser trailer. Just call it a fucking trailer. Just have a trailer.
But it is still a teaser. The first one was more of a trailer.
I would say the first one's a trailer, not a teaser.
It showed enough. I didn't show any story. Like
the SS Georgie, bruh.
That's the thing. If it's a teaser or something that doesn't show the story, it just kind of shows characters and looks. But
do you guys see this? He didn't take his glasses off today.
Which reminds me.
Also, your fly is down.
Is it? Well,
seriously,
let's adjust that real quick.
I'm falling. I fucked up. I should have let the whole podcast go with his fly down. I fucked up. I apologize for that, guys.
This one would be just fly down episode.
GG Nation, I apologize.
Pushing the barrier.
That was
every
funny.
episode, it's gonna be like this one was down, the other one's gonna be unbuttoned. Every episode, like,
we will eventually get to pants off. It's gonna
that's
get
what
there.
we're going for. Wasn't it? It was like
it's a comfortable atmosphere here, right? Everyone feels comfortable.
You ever saying,
right?
"Oh, I got the camera now. We can't do the pants off episodes anymore." Like what?
Well, if they look at the angle right now, they can.
They can't really see. They couldn't see my.
No, they can visualize that our pants are off.
So you could have went the whole episode not say anything about my pants.
I know, and I'm not gonna edit that out.
Nobody would have known.
I'm not gonna edit this shit out because that was funny. Cue in the Tupac or whatever our opening song is. As soon as I learn how to do that, I'm gonna put that in there.
Our main theme is like Gangster Paradise. It has nothing to do with this show, but
we should do a Weird Al's version. Amish Paradise.
Yeah.
So
that'd probably be
incredibly disappointing trailer. I was hyped to see this when I saw it uploaded a day ago. I was hoping Dan the Man didn't see it before I did.
I did see it,
but he did, and major letdown for me. Major letdown for me.
It's just execution of the movies.
Were you expecting a little bit more, or was that just?
I just wanted to see something different, which was good because they did show everything different. But it himself wasn't creepy. Like the only scare in the commercial was when the balloon popped and the TV was kind of low, so you didn't even get that jump scare.
And we talked about it last time in the last podcast. There's always a big misconception that it is a clown,
right?
But he's like an interdimensional being and shit. Like there's more logic to it. Like the book's ridiculously long and shit. We talked about that last time. I'm hoping to see some of his other forms in this for sure, which will happen. And they did it in the the miniseries as well, where they had he was like a werewolf, a mummy and stuff. And even in here, it seems like he's going to be a mummy for the first part because they are banking. They're going to do 2 movies. They're banking on 2 movies for sure. So it's interesting to see where this is heading. Stop doing trailers. Just stop. just keep it going. Any other movie talk you want to talk about? Any news?
They did also release another Spider-Man trailer. Did you see the new Spider-Man trailer?
Yeah, I went to Guardians 2 in IMAX 3D, and they had it. It was. I enjoyed it a lot, but it's another one of those I don't want to see any more trailers because I feel like they almost showed too much.
The last one they showed a lot.
They showed a shit ton.
This one, they just kind of showed the fun stuff, which was great because it did look really good.
But I feel like because the Guardians 2's trailers barely showed anything.
Really?
I was absolutely amazed.
I only saw the first one because I heard after it showed a lot more.
Those 2 trailers you saw for Guardians of the Galaxy, very minuscule. Those scenes are very, very small part of the movie itself. There is 5 extra credit scenes, so stay after that.
It's like Lord of the Rings, where it just keeps ending and ending and ending.
It's interesting. Like some of them set up further things that I got to research that I don't know those particular characters yet.
Right, because it's setting up. This is the last one till the new Avengers, right? No, Thor would be.
No, Man-Spider and then Thor.
But Man-Spider, you think it's connecting that much to? I mean, they do have.
Yeah, it
Iron
is.
Man.
It's part of the cinematic universe. He's gonna be in Avengers 3.
Yeah, but like it has nothing to do with like Thanos or the Infinity War. At least I don't think so.
No, the last one before the Infinity War will be Thor Ragnarok. You're right. I think that's the last gem. I think Jeff Goldblum's character, because he's a Celestial, which is one of the higher ups in the comics and the cosmos and shit like that. even by his look and everything like that, I think that's going to be the last gem they get because I'm pretty sure he has the last. And obviously, in Avengers 3, they're gonna either in Avengers 3 or before Avengers 3, they're gonna kill off Vision because he has the mind gem in his head. So Thanos is gonna kill him for sure. I see that happening. I see them killing off quite a few of the minor characters for sure. A lot of people in Avengers 3. My cousin and I also talked about that on the spoiler cast for sure. So
okay.
So check that out. Well, who would you think in Avengers 3? Like, where do you expect this to go, even though you didn't see Guardians 2?
I didn't even think they would kill anybody off.
Where do you think, with Avengers 3, what's your expectations for the Infinity War? Obviously, it's 2 movies. I think they're going to have 1 movie, I think Captain Marvel, and then the next Infinity War.
Aren't they putting it into 1 movie again? Wasn't it like they split into 2 parts, and now they're making it 1 part again, and the next one's going to be just like a completely different thing?
You could be right, but I don't think so. I think it's 2 parts.
It's still the 2 parts?
Yeah, because I just think Captain Marvel's in the middle. I gotta check Phase 4 again. I don't know what's in Phase 4 still, because there's Ant-Man and the Wasp they're doing still.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's after Black Panther. I'm assuming is before Infinity War. I would assume.
Before, actually, I think it's coming after.
It might be after. I don't know, because that's kind of his origin story to a degree. It's not going back. He's just going back home. Now he's the king and everything like that. Right. And he's going to be in Infinity War. But if they were to kill anybody off, who do you think?
Honestly, when it comes, because Marvel...
Who's the core main for you right now? Like, what's the core 6 or 5?
Well, like, if they kill off...
No, characters that are untouchable to you right now.
Untouchable? Oh, of course, the main guys. But it didn't even pop into my head that they're going to start killing people until you said it, and I'm like... Oh, dang. There's a lot of people they could kill.
They're going to. You
the
got
Vision
to.
Definitely is one of them, because he does have this...
Bro, they killed Quicksilver in the first movie. Avengers 2.
True. He was such a minuscule part. Though.
Yeah, he really was.
He was just in the 1 movie, so... I literally forgot about him. But,
they kind of portrayed him a little differently, too.
What was the... Oh, but I thought...
Sorry, Kick-Ass. I like you and Kick-Ass, but...
Godzilla was fantastic, also.
I like Godzilla, but he sucked in Godzilla.
No, I liked him in Godzilla.
He was okay. When they killed Bryan Cranston in Godzilla, I was like, guys, really?
I thought it was good.
The meth dealer, you killed him.
The old man.
The old man Breaking Bad.
In this movie, he was like the tweaker after the drugs kicked in.
yeah, he was, right?
He wasn't in the right mind.
But there's a few I can see, for sure. These are the untouchables for me. It's Captain America.
No, they're going to kill Captain America. That's the one they would kill.
Eventually.
He's so popular, but they do have Captain Americas to back him up.
Well, they'll pass the torch to Bucky. That's why they're like, hey, Bucky, we don't know what the fuck to do with you, so you're going to go back in ice. You're going to chill out for a little bit.
I'm going to not do this for all your untouchables, but I had the first untouchable you put up, I'm like, no, they're going to keep him.
No, they're not going to kill him yet. Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Star-Lord, and Spider-Man. Everybody else, or maybe Ant-Man as well. Maybe those 7.
Yeah.
Everybody else, I think, will eventually die. In a point, Vision's gonna die. I could see Scarlet Witch dying. I could see Falcon dying.
Right. That's the first one I thought of. I'm like, who's expendable? Oh,
Hawkeye. Yeah. He's been foreshadowed dying in the whole Avengers 2 forever and didn't die. Obviously, they end up killing Quicksilver instead. And they don't even call him Hawkeye anymore. They call him Clint. I was absolutely shocked when he was in Civil War.
Got a wife
I completely forgot
now.
He was in Civil War until he, showed up in fucking Civil War. Oh, yeah, we have to have a big battle, so let's just get everybody here.
Yeah.
He was a very small part of that movie because he's, retired, per se. But they won't touch... and also Doctor Strange they won't kill. He's part of the
He
mystical.
Just came in.
Yeah, he's part of the new core, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like those 8.
You said 6 or 5, and you got 8.
Well, yeah, because I added Ant-Man and Doctor Strange. Yeah. But I feel like the other Guardians can go as well. I feel like they could kill any of those guys off as well. The reason being because they're going to be a small part of Infinity War. But not Star-Lord. He's the main one.
I'm actually really...
They already said, James Gunn already said in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it's probably going to be the newer team.
So he made 2, and he's also going to make 3 now.
I don't know if he's making it, but he's...
Did he make 2?
He did.
Okay.
It definitely shows he made 2. It's gonna be different though, because I think they have a newer team in the comics they have the newer lineup. I think they want to promote the newer lineup. This was very much the older lineup and a huge risk, obviously, but it paid off.
Movie was a huge risk,
it paid off immensely. So it's I could see them being expendable for sure. I could see them going.
The rest of them?
Yeah, just not Star-Lord. Because this is interesting because with two movies being separated, like who's gonna be in the first one, who's gonna be in the second one. You know, my cousin brought up a valid point. It's gonna be like all the A list guys together, and then all the B guys together, all the C guys together. You know, you're gonna see those amazing team ups. You're gonna see Spider-Man and Ant-Man, Iron Man, all together and shit like that. You're gonna see with Captain America and Thor and shit. Then you're gonna see. Then you're gonna see like Gamora with maybe Scarlet Witch and Girl Time and shit like that. Like it's gonna be different. It's gonna be all the A's together, and it's gonna be like all the B's together and all the C's together. It'll be interesting to how they balance it. They've done a really good job since Avengers 1 balancing time. But you got like 50 fucking characters now. So how the fuck are you going to balance that shit? Because not everyone's going to be
They got great filmmakers.
Like even in Guardians 2, not everyone gets a lot of time. It's more about Star-Lord and no, it felt right.
Because that was one thing about Batman vs Superman where it was like
don't bring up terrible movies on the podcast.
Stories going on, and you just couldn't really commit to one of them. You couldn't get into it. And
DC scares me because it's you hear it first in the Golden God and Friends podcast. I think Wonder Woman is gonna be really good. I think that's step one. That's gonna be good. But then they're gonna take several.
Right. It looks alright.
I think several steps backwards with Justice League. Because Batman versus Superman was such a huge I've been going to a lot of movies and not being bored. I've been very happy, very excited. Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, it's over? Like fuck.
Yeah, I don't remember last time being bored.
Last time I was bored was Batman vs. Superman. I was like, holy shit, what is going on here?
I got cringy. Like, I always wanted to see what was going to come.
No, I was bored. I was legitimately like, why did I pay for this? Why did I pay? And I hate to say it because I love fucking Batman. And I actually really enjoyed Man of Steel. I didn't realize that movie was bashed as much as it was.
Man of Steel?
Yeah. And I actually like Man of Steel. It humanized Superman a lot more. And that's the one thing I hated about Superman because I never felt like he was human. Yeah. He's all-powerful being, goody two-shoes. Like, I would totally be the guy in the office because you have your glasses on. I'm like, that motherfucker's Superman! Like, Clark Kent is Superman! And then everybody in the office will be like, shut the fuck up, Levi. Like, you're stupid. You're a dumbass. No, that's Clark Kent. Look at him. And they're pushing you around and shit. You're like, ah! Dude, are you idiots?
But this one you can really feel it. That
they made it DC has casted strangely. They casted very strangely. Where Marvel has everyone they casted, I did not question besides Spider-Man. I was very concerned about that, but after Civil War, he's perfect. Spider-Man's always been a kid, so he needs to be a kid in this, and I like that. A lot of people forget that because we watch the older series when I was growing up.
Comics and stuff. He's very defined chin.
Yeah, he's bulkier and shit.
Yeah, he's really buff.
This is a young little kid, and that's what he really needs to be because he's always been a kid in high school. And I was comfortable. He did such a good job in Civil War. I was very impressed. 'Cause I didn't expect him to be in Civil War that much at all, and he was in it a lot longer than I thought he was. So the balancing act will be interesting, even with back to casting really quick, when they casted, Cumberbatch for Doctor Strange, that dude looks like Doctor Strange already. He looks perfect. That was absolutely great casting.
Yeah, he's great at everything he does.
And, the one I'm really questioning is Jesse Eisenberg.
True.
Why was that no offense to him, he's a funny kid.
It was a risk that they thought would pay off. They thought
Lex Luthor's,
character.
kid, but he was too much like Joker for me. Lex Luthor wouldn't do shit like that. Lex Luthor would try to make Superman be on his side first, instead of oh, I got your mom captive, and you got to kill Batman, and honestly, Superman, you can't find your mom, you can't fly around the city a couple times. Oh, there she is, got her, bitch. What up? But obviously they did that as a plot device to get them to fight. Yeah. Clearly. Obviously. It was But in the real, like, if, you know, comics were real, Superman wouldn't even take that shit. He would just fly around a couple times, fucking get his mom, and it'd be done.
Credits roll.
Yeah. Over.
Yeah.
Over, you know.
And these people, they would say it was a crappy movie, but it was authentic. You know? It stayed true to the story.
You know, we just paid, you know, probably $60 in total for IMAX 3D. And the movie was 2 minutes long. Yeah, it was great.
16 minutes.
It was fantastic. Roll credits, Superman 1.
Batman was crying a bit.
And just some of the things about Batman vs Superman was just, I just don't, you know, like, they blamed guns on Superman, and they blamed all, like you guys really gonna, like, go with this? Like, you're gonna, a man that shoots fucking laser beams out of his fucking eyes, you're gonna be like, oh no, he shot and killed all those people. Like, really, guys? Like, no one's gonna investigate that. Like, it takes Lois Lane to investigate that. And Lois, like...
You can't underestimate Lois, though. She's got spunk.
And then they do the ultimate disrespect in that movie and fucking kill him off. They waste Doomsday. They kill him just to bring him back in Avengers.
Right.
Not Avengers, I'm sorry.
Justice League.
Justice League, my bad.
Yeah.
Avenger League. Let's just call it that. Crossover. So, I don't know. Like, we've talked about that movie so many times. I fucking bought it on Blu-ray fucking day one for the extended scene, yeah. And I'm like, well, I wasted my money. Like,
again.
Yeah, again.
That's the thing. Like, you didn't like it, but they still get your money. And for Justice League, you're probably going to pay for it again.
I don't know. Another casting choice I'm a little concerned about is their version of Barry.
Barry Allen? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like...
He seems like a good kid, but the one in the show...
He's a good kid, but
good,
that's what they're doing right, is the CW shit.
Yeah.
They need to give those guys an opportunity to be on the big screen.
Yeah.
That's Barry Allen to me. You know, that's, you know, Oliver Quinn to me. Those guys deserve to be in that fucking movie. And they don't. They're not going to get
I kind of get the pros and cons, though, of why they don't want to mix the two, because Avengers, with the Marvel stuff, is kind of confusing me.
They are mixing it, though.
Yeah, they're mixing it around, and I'm not following everything, so...
Well, I mean, they're gonna, like, they even announced, like, a day or two ago that they're gonna, like, have some crossover stuff. So you'll see...
What, in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or in, like...
No, like, all the Netflix shit and stuff. Like, you'll see crossovers with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because they're technically under the same tree, or umbrella. I guess umbrella. We'll go umbrella. Go with that.
But, like, I don't know what's going on with Nick Fury. Don't know what's going on with Hawkeye. Like, I'm just a little bit...
He retired, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, but you just said, like, they brought him back in Civil War, and he's probably going to be back in Avengers. Like...
Maybe.
Same thing with Nick Fury.
But that's why I think they'll kill him.
True, just like...
Hey, guys, I showed up, and just a meteor just falls.
He was kind of always there, Jack in the Box, just kind of showed up, and they're like, that's probably kill him off. Yeah. That's probably the smartest thing.
Just fucking Thanos fist, just...
But with DC, like, you can watch the shows, and they're making it... The show's its own exclusive thing, and those connect to each other, and then the movie is going to be its own
That's
thing.
playing too safe, though. Like, they're separating too safely.
I get that, and it makes... Because the shows are good, and we can have the shows, and the shows are good, and the movies can suck. Like, they don't have to... Yeah. They don't have to bring anyone down.
You're right, but that wasn't my point. My point was those guys deserve to have movies.
Yeah, they're not...
Because they act extremely well.
Yeah.
Where these guys are professional actors, and it's not them, per se, the acting. It's more of the writing and the directing, and Zack Snyder just needs to go. I'm sorry. He got it right with, 300 with half-naked dudes, but that was it. Like, even the second 300 wasn't good.
I liked Watchmen. I like...
Actually, I did
Man
like
of
Watchmen.
Steel. Like, those were good movies. It's just the writing. Honestly, I'm not going to pin it on Snyder. I'm going to pin it on the writer that they got. If you look at some of the stuff he did before, it was nothing too big. And he's, he went from nothing to writing Batman Superman. Like, he's the head writer. And then writing the new Justice
Something
League.
had to happen. They had to fire somebody or something, because that's a big jump. If you're
just
not writing nothing...
Right.
If you just that's kind of a big role. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. And it clearly, like...
Maybe he stapled his pages wrong.
Maybe
this scene is...
Yeah, they jumped to Act 6 in the first scene. They're like, and now if we watch it, now we're going to go, oh, it's a great movie!
My God!
We're going to have a whole investigation.
Let's watch the movie backwards. Oh, this makes sense now. This is great.
Best movie ever. We didn't know. That would be awesome, actually. Yeah,
that would be hilarious. Like, if we just, we figured it out. We cracked the code, guys. We would be instantly hired then.
And he was so embarrassed that like they got the pages wrong. He didn't want to say anything. He's like, "Oh, it's my first big blockbuster movie. Let me not say anything." Yeah.
It would be. I'd be nervous as shit, man. Being a writer is a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it definitely is. But he dropped the ball.
A lot of people don't understand. Like they'll blame the writer, director, and stuff, but it takes a lot of things to make a movie. There's a lot of shit going on.
I once heard there were some people talking about like the process of they were writers and they're saying they've written so many stuff and they wrote like the original script and it was bought off by someone else who tweaked it and stuff, and they're saying like I don't know how it is that people make great movies, like movies where you start crying and like that was perfect, so well done, like because there's so many hands, it gets filtered through so many people.
You're absolutely right.
The original vision is gone, the original themes are gone.
You know, it's very much like some video games where it goes in development hell.
Yeah.
Like, well, they have a script and they shelve it for, like,
R.I.P.
years.
PT.
You know, like, yeah, they shelve it, like, you know, forever. Like, okay. And like, oh, shit, yeah, we were supposed to make Prey 2, but fuck it, let's do a reboot.
Yeah.
That's what they did, you know. And then Final Fantasy 15, it's like, that went through so many rewrites, clearly. Clearly, they fucking redid that fucking script over and over again. And to the point where, like, okay, let's add a movie, and then let's add an anime. Let's add, you know, a car. Let's add,
a car.
Like
the car will tie it all together.
Yeah, like, oh my.
We'll bring all these characters together.
That's what I just didn't get the car. That's why I don't understand the game. That's my problem.
So we gotta watch Batman Superman backwards, and the car.
Buy a Audi, buy a Final Fantasy 15 Audi, and then I'll figure the game out.
Audi? Like they're sponsored.
It was Audi. Yeah, they bought Audi. Not
cool.
Bought Audi, but they partnered to have that specific car in there, and it was in the movie and whatever.
That's actually kind of cool. I like that.
No, Audis are nice. They're very sexy.
Oh yeah,
very very sexy. Okay. Iron Man knows. He has a new one every movie.
I mean, we're looking for a sponsor, so Audi, you make wonderful cars.
Yes, you do, for sure. All right, let's talk about the best part, probably, of this conversation. The most amazing movie on this earth.
I can't tell if you're joking or not. I genuinely can't tell.
Cheapy himself. The Room.
See, because I saw the movie, I get the cheap bit. The cheap.
Did you see it?
No, but I know.
Oh my god!
He's someone who showed me. He was watching like Cinema Sins.
Yeah, I watched that too, and that was hilarious.
And that's how like I saw it like first,
but
and I want to rewatch
it again. First impressions
that.
On Golden God and Friends podcast. Dan the Man, the Preacher. What'd you think of The Room? Take it away.
Literally, and I'm saying this without a shadow of a doubt, probably within top 5 of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, but worse like in good though, right? It was super funny.
No. That's not a so bad it's good. That's like literally every scene was
that's not what I mean like that. I don't mean like good, but you were laughing the whole time, weren't you?
Heck no.
You weren't?
No, the whole time it was like every scene was like, all right,
I'll play several scenes right now because it was funny as fuck.
How long is it gonna take? Well, it'll be funny to watch someone else. Like, it's not a movie you watch by yourself when you're like just.
I've watched it 6 times by myself. It was super funny. I laughed. It's the best comedy on earth.
Every scene was like
it's
leading
the best
to
comedy on earth.
Every scene was leading to a sex scene. Like you could just see it. The conversation.
Oh, you mean
the body?
You mean the same one they played the same?
Right? Yeah, it was the same one. It was the same one reused, and then it's like every scene started with a. Oh hey Johnny! Oh hey! Like
hi babe!
Every scene, like it was.
Hi babe!
It was written by Johnny. John, what's his name? Wasayu. And the guy barely knows English, and he's speaking he's.
What is that creepy little man?
I'm gonna check it out.
What is he?
I'm checking it out. But
you're totally marking that movie, you piece of shit.
What's that?
You're marking that movie. You're Mark. And I'm Tom.
Oh, Mark the character.
You're Mark.
I'll take it.
Fucking bastard.
Mark is the one who can't act for his life, and he.
I like Mark. You know who is the best actor in that whole movie?
You used to have the hair though. You used to have Johnny's hair.
I did.
You
Yeah.
can take that.
Oh, first of all, my hair was much better than his. Don't even rude. First of all, that's rude. If people don't know, because I have short hair now, but I had longer hair back in the day.
For a long time.
Yeah, for a long time. Yeah, but. The best actor in that whole fucking movie was Chris R, the gun guy.
Who?
Chris R, the gun guy. The guy with the gun. that points it at Denny's head.
Oh, he was pretty good. Yeah,
he was the best actor of that whole movie. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking need it.
Came out of
Give
nowhere.
me the fucking money, Denny.
They didn't touch that character at all. It was like
he just appears out of nowhere. It's just like
there's a movie before this movie. They just never made it, never alluded to
clearly a CGI roof, like bad CGI roof.
Yeah,
like
they couldn't even afford a roof.
And I just.
Fun fact: he was the only non-actor in that movie.
And he was the best one. No,
and he was the fucking best one.
But I think honestly, it was his lines. Like he had quintessential movie lines where just like, "Where's my money?" Like that.
But he put effort in it.
Yeah.
Where Tommy Wiseau was definitely putting effort, but it was bad effort.
Yeah, he's Polish from Poland.
Oh, okay. You know they're remaking that movie, right?
Oh God, no.
They're doing it with
That's not gonna work because then they're gonna try.
No, it's James Franco's doing it. He's playing Tommy Wiseau.
No, that's not gonna work, man.
It's gonna be funny as shit, dude.
His movies are already like so bad that they're good.
Oh man, but dude, this movie has so many quotables, like so many like
cheap,
cheapy.
I still don't get
Don't
the
touch
spoon
me,
thing.
motherfucker. Cheapy. And they're fighting, like they're having a fucking brawl and shit. Like, I just love the fact that they constantly play football for no reason.
Yeah.
Like they dress up. There's one scene where they dress up like fucking in tuxedos, and then they just go play football. Like what? Like who does that?
And they're like just childishly laughing the whole time, like and they pass. Oh, that was a great throw. And he passes to the next guy, and he starts giggling. It's like watching the Teletubbies or something.
Tinky Winky catching the ball, huh?
And then there's like nudity all over the place. It's like, oh, okay.
There's a lot of tits in the movie for sure.
And it's the same. It's like the same girl.
Yeah, it's Lisa.
And then I heard like fun fact that she didn't like nudity in the movie. She felt very uncomfortable. It's like that was her
well, if
whole
you had a
bit.
creepy little man touch you,
definitely, yeah, true.
But if she had, Strauss-Man the GG with that touch, that golden touch.
But it was really bad, really weird.
What would you give it if you had a rating scale on Golden God and Friends podcast?
Personal opinion.
Negative 5,000?
We're going from like 1 to 5, 1 to 10.
Whatever, just go with it. What's in your head?
Easily like a 0.5.
Well, you're wrong, because clearly this movie's a 10 out of 10.
Was-
I don't know I think you watched a different movie.
It was a little long, too. Like, if it were an hour or so, I would get it, but if
What about that scene where people randomly just go in their house, and the dude's getting a blowjob from his girl? And he's
the whole movie is like, and like it starts up and it's the weird Denny, the neighbor kid that they never allude to.
Denny is a very creepy individual too.
And he like starts up and they're like, oh, they're clearly like it's their anniversary or whatever.
They're gonna bang.
And they're like
earmuffs kids. Earmuffs kids.
They're like, go home, and they walk upstairs and he's like bored downstairs. And he just walks up and he's like, hey guys, he's like, I want to watch. It's like, what human being ever?
I changed my mind. You're no longer Mark. You're Denny now. You're Denny.
I'm like, hey, who goes to bed? I just want to watch, guys.
Hey Lisa, you look great today. Can I kiss you?
Like
what
the
fuck?
Yeah, it's
like bruh. Ease up a little bit.
That's clearly written by someone whose English is his second language, and he's still learning it.
What about the 17 scenes with Lisa and her mom?
True, and
which were the same fucking scene over and over.
It was like the same dialogue. It was like,
I don't love him. I love Mark.
But Johnny, he's supportive. He's there for you. You gotta stay with him. And she's like, so I don't care about it. And then like he kills himself. And spoiler. Spoiler, guys. Sorry. R.I.P. R.I.P. Johnny. Let me pour out whatever water I have left.
Yeah, pour a 40 out for you, bro.
But then she's like, really like heartfelt and she's really into it. But it's like the whole movie, you could care less. Like that's probably where you want me to go. And the mom, like she just meets. There's a scene where Denny comes. And she's like, Denny, mom, Denny. They go up to the roof when the guy comes up.
You're not my fucking mother.
Yeah, no. And she comes up like she knew him his whole life. She's like, how'd you slip into that? Like you were such a good kid. Now you're into drugs. Like you don't know him. You just met him. If I didn't know a guy, I'm like, oh, I guess he's a drug addict. I don't know. That's probably everything. Like this is every day.
You're not my fucking mother.
Yeah.
You old bitch.
It was like true. She's not. You just met her like 5 minutes ago. And they're like, let's take him to the cops and like walk him all the way to the police department.
And then fucking I don't know. It's it's a fucked up story of betrayal, big time. Like, it really is. Like,
Don't try to make it sound like it's a good movie.
No,
there's
but
no routine.
I know
quality.
you and me have a different term of good. I'm not saying the movie is fucking awful.
Of course, it's
but
opinion.
it is
when it's
one of
art.
the best comedies ever. Like, if this was a comedy movie, this is.
I
up
guess
there.
you know what, that was the thing. I wasn't watching it as a comedy. I was genuinely watching it.
You were taking it very serious. I know Dan.
I was looking at it as if it was like
Dan the man wants to be a film
trying
director.
to grip people.
So his movie logic is very different from mine. I'm more outgoing. He's more of like really narrow focused about it. So he probably took, when I told him to watch this, he probably took it very seriously. And that was not my intent.
No, I watch. No, this is what I do. I watch it and I'm like, when I'm sitting there, I'm like,
I'm gonna play it right now.
The movie should take me wherever the movie wants to take me. Like if it's. And it's clearly trying to be like a serious, like he wants to get with her, like he's really into her, she's not into him. But it was just so awful that I couldn't get into it. Like I wasn't
What about
looking
that
at it
flower
as
shop
fun.
scene?
Really weird. Very.
Super fast paced.
Of course, it started with
like
there's no
super,
segue.
Like super fast paced.
No segue.
And
This is a
just,
Matrix fight scene, and he's ordering flowers.
And it just. There's no, like, they read the script wrong, I feel like. Like, it's very much like, oh, hi, Johnny, I didn't know it was you. You're my favorite customer. Like, what? Like, how do you not know it's him if it's your favorite customer?
It starts with, oh, hi, and then it ends with, oh, hi. He goes, oh, hi, doggy.
Oh, hi, doggy. And Ben's like, keep the change. Like, what? And it's like, could you only afford that flower shop for, like 30 seconds? Because he just fucking rushed out. Like, he just rushes the fuck out.
And they do, like, quick dinners and stuff, and it's like, I don't know, just weird pacing. Like, I look at that and I go, this is awful. And
I look at that and go, I cry a little bit every time because it's such an emotional story.
One of the facts of the movie is like
about best friends betraying each other.
I looked at it because I saw the CinemaSins about it. I read like all the facts before I saw the movie, and then I saw the movie, and it's like I have all that stuff in my mind. Like he wrote the movie, that was like his passion project. This is
he funded everything, dude.
Yeah, like this is his baby, and he's making like, oh, people are gonna love it. Like that's what I'm thinking. And he's like, he made it serious. When he was making the movie, it wasn't a comedy.
You're absolutely right. But
and that's how I'm watching it. I'm like, this poor guy. Well, not really. He had it.
He really tried to act. But man, it's funny as shit. I mean, it really is. Like we talked about it last time, where people go to the theater, wear wigs, throw spoons at the fucking screen and shit. We gotta go. We gotta all go. All three of us. You can't see him, but all three of us gotta go to a showing of The Room.
You can't pay
and get
me enough
super
money
drunk. We gotta get super drunk and just laugh our fucking asses off. 'Cause I'm gonna laugh like. I've already watched it like 6 times, but it's funnier every time. It's like fine wine. It gets better. Each watching. Each viewing.
I can't sit through it again.
You got to, for respect for GG and friends.
I'll do it if
like Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Give me 20
we need a couple
bucks.
robots.
Give me $20 and I'll do it. Otherwise, heck no, it's torture. Especially to pay to watch it? Heck no.
It's just you're so serious-minded about it. It's like it's not.
I know. I'm not. Look, I am not the customer that was going in.
You're the guy that's like, what the fuck
Room.
Did I watch? Give me my fucking ticket back.
No, you know
Give
what
me
it is?
my money.
It's like
I want to refund my popcorn.
It's like that one time.
Soda.
That one time we went to Forever 21 looking for clothes. All right, I go in there and
first
I know
of all, we never went to Forever 21 shopping for clothes.
We went to an unnamed store. That only exists in our minds.
With chicks, not by ourselves.
It's strictly. Oh no, we went by ourselves. We went. It was just the two of us. We're like, we find stuff.
It was an intimate moment.
Store.
It was a very intimate moment.
But we go to the store, and like I know what to expect. I've been there before. Like I know kind of the style. And you look at it, and you're like, is this shirt supposed to be this long? Like, are these pants already supposed to be ripped? Like you're looking at it like a 40-year-old dad looking at how kind of like teenagers do stuff, and that was me watching The Room. Like, you knew what you're going into, and I was like a 40-year-old man, like, what am I watching? Like, what is this
I don't know.
garbage?
The closest thing, I understand, that was a good analogy, but it's just strange to me that you would buy a shirt for $25 that has holes in it.
You don't understand kids, man. You just don't understand.
I don't think I'll understand you millennials, even though I'm technically, I guess,
I'm
one.
Millennial. Not technically, you are a millennial. You're like hardcore.
I hate to fucking admit that. Yeah.
Why? Come on, we're the next great generation.
Your generation ruined everything.
Your generation ruined everything. your generation helped upbring our generation a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit.
You damn kids. I can't believe... I'm getting to that age where I'm saying that. You damn kids.
I say that all the time.
You damn kids.
All the kids are into
You're
the spinner
23.
things. I'm like, what?
Or 22. Whatever.
Yeah, 22. Almost 23. By the time you upload this freaking thing,
you're ready. You're ready. You're in T Swift land right now. You're 22.
Of course, yeah.
You're just living that.
T Swift 1D, you know.
But
T Swift and 1D. That was.
What was the worst scene to you?
Oh my gosh, there's so many bad ones. Hold
on.
It
can't be all of the above. What's the worst?
The worst? Oh my gosh. See, it was probably when it's like halfway or just before halfway. I think the mom and the daughter have one of their heartfelt, deep talks. You know what I mean? Where they
the same talk over and over.
They really get into it. Like you're like, I've never seen it that way. Like,
Who
I
are
didn't
these
think
characters?
About it. But it was like I thought I was well into the movie. I'm like, all right, home stretch. I'm gonna finish it off.
Keeps going.
And then I clicked this thing. I'm like, how much do I have left? Because it was late night and I was watching it. And
what time did you go to bed?
Almost like 2, because the movie ended like at 2.
Oh my god.
And
you probably had nightmares the whole night.
I clicked this. You know what's strange though? I did. I had like not really a nightmare. Like, it didn't scare me, but I was dreaming that I was watching it. Like that was one of the quick segments before I woke up.
And then it turned into reality,
scary,
and you were actually in the room.
Yeah. And I'm like.
And why is it
my
called the room? Like
that's true. Yeah,
like,
there's no explanation as to maybe it's the room upstairs because that's where all the shenanigans was happening.
Maybe they called it the room because that's all they could afford was one room. What was the worst scene to you? Just it
was probably one between like kind of towards the end ish, like halfway towards the end when the mom and the daughter, like one of their many talks. It was just like, you said this before, we're not getting anywhere. There's nothing going on. She's an awful character. And
the mom or Lisa?
All of the above.
Yeah.
Like the mom, honestly, one of the best actors was the gun
guy. He was the best.
He was good. No, he was good. But there was the friend with glasses who was the psychiatrist. Like when his lines made sense, he actually acted it well. I'm like, oh, like this is a movie. And then
I kind of feel bad because a lot of these guys was probably they got out of college. Like this is their first acting gig. We're gonna be in a movie.
That's the
room.
The crap you gotta take. You gotta do the independent films, the student
Since you
films
brought up
the Hollywood stuff.
I forgot his name.
Peter,
yeah.
I think.
What about that scene in the roof where he confronts Mark? He's like, "You're begging Lisa. I know you are."
Yeah.
And Mark just loses it. He flips his shit. And his terrible CGI. He's hanging along the roof.
Yeah. He's like, "What are you doing?" Like, what?
That scene was great. That was one of the funniest scenes ever.
Was it?
Yes, it was. Keep going.
No, it was awful. But I got another homework for you. Like I got one. I saw The Room. You got to see it. Although I didn't see it, but it is worse than The Room.
Holy shit! You heard it here first on Golden God and Friends podcast.
It's called Birdemic.
Oh, you told me about that last time.
It's probably.
Is it on YouTube?
I'm sure you can find it any corner that you look.
Yeah,
it's just,
please watch it. Just please.
They're like, this is our movie, and it's one of those also where it was like supposed to be serious.
You're on fucking Pornhub. It's like, please watch. Just watch the Birdemic. Like
you
no,
I
searched for college chicks, not
and you look up like what's good schools, and it's like it pops up. That's one of the first ones, Birdemic, in a school website. Like they're just putting in.
I wonder if they took it down, but man, it was. Oh, here we go. Let me put full movie.
You're gonna watch the full movie. You're just gonna probably skip to.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip to the funny scenes, man.
But
what? Like, did you agree with Lisa at all?
You might want to be careful because we are recording this, and there is quite a lot of sexual stuff in the movie. And this will have to be a 17 and up episode.
It's a 2-hour fucking movie.
Oh, you can watch it on YouTube. Also, I didn't even see it on YouTube.
Yeah, that's why I've been watching it.
I looked it up. Like, I found a website.
Oh, wait, hold on. They used to have it on here. Here it is. Maybe not.
What a weird
They used to have. Maybe they took it off because they did have it on here. But, did you agree with Lisa? Oh, you think she was right, wrong, blah, blah, blah?
Are we really getting into the...
Yeah, I want to know your
opinion. The character? Okay.
He wants to just... I want to know. I want to know your innermost, deepest thoughts. Because
Lisa was probably one of the worst characters in the movie.
She was totally mean.
Hands down, led Johnny to his suicide.
Yeah, I think that was a little rushed too. Like, you know, when he kind of like rips the dress and is humping it and shit. Like, you know, like it's like, temper tantrum. I'm gonna throw this TV out the window.
See, I was watching a completely different movie because I didn't really think of it as like he's humping. I'm like, this poor guy.
He rips the dress and starts humping it.
That's the
rubbing
one
it on his dick. What is that?
But, like, see, you saw that way. I didn't see it that way. I'm like, I can see. He's
How
like,
can you not see
this?
One of the last fucking scenes of the movie. How can you not see
I didn't think of it as, like, him humping it, though. I'm like, that's a dress, and he's, like, so lamenting over the dress. And,
we need to get you a girlfriend.
Grabs the...
And you need to learn about humping, because...
I guess I've been doing
that is humping.
I've been doing it wrong. I was doing a lot of ear action. And I'm like, this is right.
But... I don't know, it's like, it starts out as a very innocent movie, love story, you know, sex scene. Then all of a sudden, she just becomes a hoe and starts banging Mark.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Like, constantly, and Mark's the...
And she doesn't even... When Mark's around, she doesn't even, like...
And one of the best lines Mark always says is, what's going on here? What's going on? Every time he sees it, what's going on here? Like, dude, clearly, you know what's going on here. You're going to Pound Town. That's where it's going.
Every time it was Lisa?
Yeah, every time Lisa
called... I didn't even notice that.
You must have really wanted to not watch this movie.
I was watching it. It had easily 70. Like, I would say when it first started, it had 100%. As it got into the 30-minute, got about 75.
You don't remember those scenes though.
30. I do remember. Oh, I remember the scenes.
Like they make out they have the birthday party and then they're making out.
They like
in front of everybody, like dudes, like people.
True. And their makeout scene is like it'd be 6 minutes of them, and it's not even like making out. It's just like pecks. Like they just keep pecking each other for like 6 minutes, and then.
Why did they have sex on the stairway though? That seems very uncomfortable.
They strange hump each other for another 6 minutes.
Like the stairway seems very uncomfortable.
And I read that
there's like 17 sex scenes in this movie, by the way.
I read that they kept reusing Johnny and Lisa's like first intimate moment, and they kept reusing it. But like
because I heard she didn't like him or something.
No, she didn't like it at all. But it went 6 minutes, which she was super uncomfortable with. But he really liked it, and they were gonna cut it down to like 2 minutes or something in the first, like in the beginning, you know, when he's dropping the rose. Ugh. And I thought.
Sorry, I threw up a little bit just thinking about it.
I thought when he was looking at it, he said he really liked it, so he put the sex scene back in, and then he did another one just out of nowhere.
I heard
didn't make any sense. But
I heard when he was filming this, the first film crew quit, and he got another film crew.
I wouldn't doubt that, because I mean, he probably
then they tried to quit, but then he probably tied them down. You film this shit,
right? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna break everything of yours.
Oh, I thought you moved that. Okay, I was like,
yo,
holy
look
shit.
at
Poltergeist.
Your 360 stick is like the TV was leaning on it for like a year easy, and now it's just like stuck.
Nope.
Oh, it's still good. Wow, Microsoft making some reliable products. Never.
Yep.
They always
just not making video games. That's all. Yeah. But with the room here, like, I know you would probably, like, everyone would be naturally hurt. Like, your girl cheated on you.
You're really putting some heart into the movie.
I know. This is because it's funny. Like, people love listening to this shit. You know, and this movie, I highly encourage people watching this movie. Because it is hilariously bad.
You're right if you never seen this movie. This isn't one of the movies you have to see before you
do. You do need to see it. Right. Everyone talks about it. Don't think of it like Damn the Man. Think about it like it's the best comedy in the world. Like it's Hangover Part 7 that we never got.
Good.
Like, think about it that way. With the characters in the movie per se. Like, I know your girl cheats on you and everything, and all this shit's going down. They have the fake baby. Remember that announcement?
Yeah.
And then when he blows his fucking brains out, they have like the first line they say is he dead? Like, no shit. He is dead. And then Mark does like the kiss on his forehead.
He does.
Die, you sweet prince. Like, you know, because they're supposed to be fucking best friends. And I just like where they're having that coffee scene. Sorry, we'll backtrack. They're having that coffee scene, and they're having like, oh, I can't tell you about like what's going on with the bank. How's your sex life?
Yeah, no, that's so weird. That was the weirdest timing of the whole movie. Was
It's like this. It's like
we're making
what?
We're making a lot of money with this new merger, and no one would ever ask this. Mark goes, "Oh, really? Like that's the most interested he's in the whole movie." He's like, "Oh, really? Who's the new guy you're merging with?" "Oh, we can't talk about it. It's confidential." "So how's your sex life?" I was like, "Wait, what?" It's like I'm asking the questions here.
And you notice everywhere they go, like the coffee shop, flower shop, anything, they all make it seem like Johnny's a really good guy.
And
It's always
he's not a really good guy.
he's always portrayed as the good guy in this movie.
He's a really creepy guy. Like
cheapy. I'm gonna send you a whole bunch of gifts because those are some of the best ever. Now that you know what they mean, it might make you a little sad. Please don't, get a drug problem.
Danny's really close to Denny, but I don't think I'm falling down that rabbit hole.
You will never be Denny.
Of all the people who I wouldn't think
Denny was dating a girl,
drugs,
and he wanted to date Lisa.
Yeah. Wait, he was dating a girl?
He mentions it. Remember, it's like that college girl you're dating, because he's paying for. Like again, they portray Johnny as this saint. Like, oh, he's paying for Denny's college. He's adopting Denny. He bought the room, that apartment for Denny. All this shit. And then it just all goes to shit because Lisa's a hoe.
Yeah.
Because she can't. She's this.
No, she's just that for Mark. Because you don't get
hi,
it. Johnny
Mark.
is so boring.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Mark. Like, I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. That was one of the best scenes ever in the whole fucking movie.
It was such an awful movie.
Oh,
really
shit.
The whole time I was watching, I'm like, why am I watching this and not Once Upon a Time? I was literally contemplating just watching the
You hear that? Oh, my God.
Man, Once Upon a Time, that's quality TV right there. That's some quality stuff.
You're a heartless romantic. Dan the man.
I was like, I'm going to watch the 8 minutes, the movie, like, in 8 minutes of Cinema Sins. And I'll just come here with that.
Like,
and that should
it
be
seems like
enough
you really regret your decision. Like, you regret those 2 hours of your life. That was not my intent. My intent was for you to laugh your ass off.
No, you know what? I'm always glad because I love watching, cult movies and things that people really like.
Because I think we could make The Room. I think we can do it.
Hands down, easily.
Better. Like, we can play all the characters.
Which one am... Oh, I'm Mark.
We'll get my cousin, too.
Well, hopefully I'm Mark, because... because if you are going to make me Denny is
You better dye your fucking hair, then. You gotta be blonde and wait. How long, like... My hair is much sexier than yours, per se.
I'll play Johnny. I don't care.
I guess we could have a wig. We could give you a wig. It'd be funny with
I
a
just
wig.
don't want to be Denny. I'll be Peter.
You can be Chris.
Which one's Chris?
The gun guy.
Oh, the gun guy.
I need the fucking money, Denny. The best fucking actor, man. He just really grabs him too.
Yeah, he was pretty good. Yeah.
All right. So, any of the movie time, or let's go on to video games. There's a lot of gaming news.
Dunkirk came out. The Dunkirk trailer as well.
That trailer's been out for like half a year, Dan.
No, there's another one that just came out.
It's the same. Well,
it's like
sort of the same.
No, it's not, because the first one didn't show anything. This one's like showing the story, which was a little bit slow, but I'll still watch it on IMAX.
My grandpa would totally love that movie.
Is he still kicking? Is he still around?
Yeah, he's... Love you, Grandpa. 74.
Okay. Oh, he's not even too old. Also.
Oh, he's probably older than that. He's probably going to hate me. Don't watch this, Grandpa.
Wait, if he's older, he'll love it. He'll be like, oh, you still think I'm youthful?
No, I love my grandpa. I just saw him 6 months ago in Green Bay.
Oh, true. Okay, this is your dad's dad.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was always picturing him as the Philippine.
Most of my family we see is here from my dad's side because they live in the States.
And
obviously, the other one are. I got some family from my mom's side in Vegas and stuff. And Cali. I got Cali. I gotta go to Vegas and Cali one day. Go see them.
You've been to Vegas and Cali?
They always want me to go. I hate planes.
I didn't know.
I have a big fear of heights, and I'm not a big fan of planes. But we flew up to Detroit several times. We flew up to Green Bay plenty of times. Yeah. So I'm just getting used to it. But those are longer flights.
No,
like
that's
like Cali and Cali's like probably like a 3.5, 4 hour flight.
But I don't even put like fear of heights and riding in an airplane in the same category, because fear of heights is like I really say it's fear of falling. And in an airplane, you don't
That's
fall.
that's kind
An airplane, you
of
can
part
still-
of it too.
If
But I don't ever
if
if
all
you
the
if,
engines shut down in an airplane, you can
if
still
we
go,
ever
like,
have to
10
travel,
miles.
if we ever get big enough and we have to travel and go to E3 and all this shit, you'll notice I will never sit next to the window.
Oh, that's a fun seat. You get
I
to see
don't
everything.
ever sit next to the window. I will always sit at the edge.
You getting your arms bumped by the
Probably
The
like, oh, you bitch! You heathen!
before they inevitably kick all of us out, because apparently that's a new thing for airlines, kicking everyone out.
Beating the shit out of people?
Yeah.
It's fun, man. Try it. Just go to your local supermarket, find the smallest kid, and just beat the shit out of them. Oh, you like tricks? Tricks aren't for kids, mother. Don't do that, kiddo. Seriously, don't.
You ever see Hostel? Because that's almost the plot to Hostel.
Hostel, the first one?
Yeah.
That movie started out pretty good. Then it turned into an action movie, and I was like,
It was definitely weird. It was
let's
really
go
out
to
there.
Germany, dude.
Let's join a hostel. I mean, the first night was pretty good for them, right? And then after that, it kind of went down.
It was definitely.
The first night was good.
Thumbs up.
We'll go there for one night, and then
Then
go
thumbs
home.
gone.
Yeah,
You know,
and
right?
then
Ugh.
thumbs went away very quickly by some sadist businessmen.
Fucking Hostel, bro. It's interesting how they take the horror genre. Did you see the new Blade Runner?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't watch the trailer. What'd you think?
It actually looked interesting. I don't like Ryan
Because this
Gosling.
movie is what,
typically.
70s?
No, it was 80s.
80s?
But it was really weird. Did you see the original Blade Runner?
Not in
I
a
never
long
finished
time.
it.
I don't think I
but
ever finished
It
watching
was
it.
probably the strangest movie. One of the strangest. Like, for a big, people love it. It's definitely strange. Not what you'd think.
All right, let's move on to games. It's 56 minutes already. A lot of game news happened. Injustice 2 is about like a week away. I'm very excited for that game. They announced the first DLC pack of characters. They showed the trailer. First DLC pack of characters, Sub-Zero, which we all figured it would happen. They'll have an MK, a Mortal Kombat character in here. Starfire and Red Hood.
Okay.
Absolutely incredible. I was very happy to see Starfire Red Hood in the game. Well, I was hoping they'd be main roster. I was hoping they'd be more part of the game. Obviously, they're
And what is
not.
that? That's a DLC?
Yes, if you get the Ultimate Edition, you get all 9 DLC characters. So basically, they're doing 3 packs.
Okay.
But the other silhouettes, they had 6 other silhouettes behind that trailer. The trailer was really cool. It was really quick. But one of them looked like Black Manta. One of them looked like Raiden, which I hope
I've seen Black Manta.
I hope
They've
both.
already announced them.
I'm hoping those two are kind of trollish. I hope some of the silhouettes are trollish characters because I clearly want Spawn in this game. Spawn needs to be an Injustice.
Wait, but isn't Spawn Marvel?
No, Spawn is Dark Horse, I think.
Is it?
Todd McFarlane owns the rights to Spawn, and when MKX was coming out, he did an interview and he said he gave the rights to NetherRealm to use Spawn in a game. He just didn't know what game it was. So everyone's thinking, fuck yeah, MKX. And they didn't appear. So I'm getting a little concerned because Ed Boon is a notorious troll on Twitter. But he's been fucking showing, like, Spawn everything. Like, there's even a Blu-ray combo pack with Spawn and Mortal Kombat together. So he's like, oh, this looks interesting. And he always
Wait,
does...
who is this?
Ed Boon, the lead of Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
If you ever follow his Twitter, yeah, he's a notorious troll. He will troll the shit out of you. He's awesome. He's great. Very cool guy.
But if he doesn't deliver on that, that's just being a jerk.
I would be really hurt because I feel like there's gonna be 3 guest characters. I feel like it's gonna be Hellboy, it's gonna be Spawn, and it's gonna be Sub-Zero.
Which I just heard on the right here that they're rebooting Hellboy.
I saw the news about that. I found that interesting because I love Ron Perlman. I love the first 2 Hellboys.
It was good.
They were really good. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be good.
Guillermo del Toro also did the first couple movies. I don't know about.
He's a
rebooting.
busy fucking dude, though. Man,
He's good.
He's supposed to be doing Pacific Rim 2. He's doing
He's
all this
producing
shit.
like a bunch of movies. He's doing the new Pinocchio.
He
that's
was
gonna
supposed to be
coming
part
out,
of
which
PT.
Sounds really interesting.
He's part of Death Stranding now.
I don't know.
He's actually in
what's-
that. That's the new Kojima game
Okay.
for PS4. He's actually in the game.
Wait, but is that the one that's taking over for PT or?
Well, remember he got fired.
Yeah. And I thought he went to another company and they were gonna.
Well, he built his own studio, and Sony gave him, like, my buddy Mitch and I discussed this, that if we were Sony, we would be backing up a truck of money to that guy's door.
Yeah.
Building him whatever he wants. And they did. They fucking got him. The Death Stranding is exclusive for PS4. PS4 is absolutely killing it right now on the exclusive level. So, and Guillermo was actually in the game. Like, he's actually a model character and everything. But
cool.
it also has Norman Reedus as well, who was also part of
Yeah. And this one's
Silent
be, Kojima or the one that was fired, his company?
Kojima was hired from Konami, but he got fired. But he built a new studio.
Okay, and so they're still doing like the PT Lite type thing?
No, sorta. It looks like Metal Gear with PT to a degree, I guess.
Oh no, it's gonna run it.
It's a completely new game, and I like it. It's not PT though.
Yeah.
He can't do that because Konami owns the rights to Silent Hill.
Well, it's not even doing Silent Hill. It's just doing what he was doing, but changing the name. Do a Mighty Number 9.
Even
but
PT,
make it good.
like PT, oh shit, PT was just a demo. Silent Hills wasn't gonna be like that.
True, very true.
That was just to scare the shit out of you.
That was the teaser trailer for it, the first one, and the actual game was gonna be whatever this.
It was gonna be very different. Silent Hill. If you ever played Silent Hill, it's a third-person game.
Yeah, but first
it's not
person
a first
is
person.
the new fad, so do first person. First person is great anyway.
Because first person is incredible in VR, especially. That's why Resident Evil
I never even
1.
tried it VR. Imagine doing PT in VR.
Well,
that would be incredible.
I would never play it again. Like, I never played it again when I got my Astro headset.
Which I want to listen through the Astro. I've never heard anything.
Absolutely fucking incredible.
You always tell me that.
So I'm very excited for the DLC pack. Was there any particular guest character that you wanted to see? Or any other characters in the Justice roster? I don't know if you're excited for Justice 2. Man Bat.
I don't play too much fighting games, but the stories are always cool, and they got all the major characters you would want. It would be awesome to see like one of the guys that they have in the, Superboy or something. Like just one of those off characters, because they have all the big ones.
They have a system in this game called Premier Skins. For example, Power Girl is going to be a premier skin for Supergirl. Because Power Girl is Supergirl from, like, Earth 2 or some shit, like some other kind
Sure,
like,
sounds like a very DC thing to do.
So, and they're going the extra mile with those characters. Those characters are going to have a new voice actor or actress. They're going to have their own dialogue lines.
The great thing with Superboy, it would be Nolan North.
Superboy would be probably his premier skin for Superman, though. I don't think he would actually be his own character.
Well, that'd be cool. I'll be satisfied with that.
Like, I think they're gonna have
a question in. Get like one of those really like way in the back question or.
But there was a lot
Riddler.
of people that wanted a Power Ranger or a Ninja Turtle.
That would be interesting too.
In the game, but I don't think it's gonna happen. The reason being is they did crossover comics with Batman recently.
Who?
Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers.
Did they?
Yeah, there's like crossovers with Batman and Ninja Turtles and Batman and the Power Rangers for whatever the fuck reason. But yeah.
Wait, there's Power Ranger comic books?
Yeah. There's almost a comic about everything. There's probably a comic about us podcasting right now.
I'm gonna be looking this up. That was actually the plot to Heroes. The when they came back, the kid was like looking at the comic book and it was telling the future.
Heroes, you messed it up though.
Heroes was a good show, though.
Yeah, but they brought it back and it sucked, remember?
It was alright. The comeback, I definitely saw a lot of room for growth, but it wasn't what it originally was.
Well, it didn't get a chance to growth because they canned it, like, instantly.
Oh, it's NBC. They always do that.
Yeah, it's tough to survive now. You gotta actually have, like, most shows now, like, realistically, I see most shows, you need, like, 2 or 3 seasons to really get good and develop your characters. But you can't do that anymore. If you don't have a good first season, you're gone.
So that's, honestly, it's just gonna...
That's why a lot of these shows are doing Hulu and Netflix and all that, because...
But they won't be able to perform that way, because people get bored eventually, and you're just gonna have to adapt with it and cut that.
But I'm saying that's why they do a lot more of those exclusive deals, because they don't want to go on those bigger companies anymore.
They give them a full season, like they order seasons, they don't order episodes. Like
there's like not pilot and your pilot sucks, so you're they order, like you said, absolutely. So that's big. Darksiders 3 is another big announcement. Bro, you called me in the wrong time, bruh. Always calls at the wrong fucking time.
We should be wrapping up soon anyway, right?
A little bit, yeah. Why you gotta go?
No, but we're already going an hour deep.
So what, bro? Let's just see where it goes. Let's just, get intimate.
So we're wrapping it up, right?
We were so intimate with the room. Like, I poured my heart out.
You
I was
man.
Tommy Wiseau, and you were very much Mark.
You
like,
were feeling
hey, let's play football.
Yeah. You know.
Hey, what's going on here? What's going on? Your top's off. What's going on?
That's what I always do. I just sit back and I'm like, "Wow, what's going on?" And things just happen to me.
And then you go to the roof, smoke a joint, and almost kill Peter.
Right. Yeah. the second.
You think you fucking know me, man?
And I love how they're like. I think it was Johnny. He was like,
"We go fucking back to the room. We go."
He was saying, "You're a psychiatrist, so you should help me, right? Like, tell me give me some advice and stuff." And the first piece of advice he gives him is, "But you don't understand. You don't get it. Like,
stop being a psychiatrist."
Yeah,
didn't you just ask him to be though? I'm confused.
Not very often you see a movie that contradicts itself 2 seconds after.
I just don't think they read that line right. Again, I think they read it backwards.
Should we watch like every movie?
Let's just watch the room back. Oh,
now it has
the gunshot is symbolism of hurt. He didn't really die. It's just that's how he feels inside.
He used to have problems with Lisa.
Like we go to a wine tasting party. We got like tuxedos on. We're like, oh, it's very intricate, very symbolic.
Our wine is the room.
Oh, that movie, that's great.
What an awful movie.
I'm excited for the remake. I'm excited to see James Franco be Tommy Wiseau. I think he can do it.
He definitely fits the part.
He can fucking do it. Like, it's hilarious.
Speaking of him, I just finished, the Freaks and Geeks. That was
I never saw
his
that.
show when he was a kid, and that was really good.
When he was younger?
Yeah. He was still like 18, 17.
Yeah, because he's older. He's like, what, 38?
Probably. I mean, he's got to be.
He's up there.
All those guys.
He looks like a younger guy, but he's been around for a while.
All those guys are older now. Yeah, he's got a youthful face. It was really funny too, because that's one of like Judd Apatow's like first bits. Like,
yeah, he's everywhere comedy now. And like he's writing every fucking thing now.
He and Peter Fuig, like they did the
Fuig,
whatever you pronounce it.
I think you said it right now.
They made the show, and they were casting like they were looking for a good-looking bad boy, and James Franco came in. Yeah, and James Franco came in, he's like, he's not good looking. Like, that's his first thing. And you can see, like, there's, like, scenes where he smiles, and his smile is just, like...
He has that kind of creepy smile.
A gorilla. Like, he looks weird. He looks very weird. But he's still a very charming
kind of like Joker,
guy.
Like, how did I get these scars? It's always a different story. Dude, you said something different last time.
He's really weird, though. He's, like, really good looking, but ugly
You heard it first, Dan the Man.
Ugly at the same time. It's like, I don't get it. But... to each their own, I guess. He played
back on Game Talk.
Back to games.
Video games, Dan the Man. Have you ever played Darksiders? Because THQ was a big company.
Actually, I think I played the demo for the first one on the 360.
You know, it's about the 4 horsemen, Darksiders.
Okay.
You play as each. Yeah, you play as each of the 4 horsemen. They only made 2, and then THQ fell under. It collapsed. You know, that's why South Park was in development hell for a while until Ubisoft picked it up and stuff. So all these properties, you know, just fucking fell, and studios were picking it up. Darksiders 3, everybody wanted it, and we never thought it would happen. But all of a sudden, there was news, you know, a few days ago that Darksiders 3 is a fucking reality. And we get to play as the third horseman, but technically a woman. And she whips it good.
Wait, so what were the first two?
The first one was War. The second one was Death.
Okay.
So I think she's Pestilence. And what's the other one? What's the fourth one? Out of the apocalypse.
I don't remember. It's
Famine, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah,
Famine? Okay.
Like
she might be Famine then. I don't know. She's one of the two. The game's in pre-alpha, but looks really, really good. Very excited. I think they put the combo pack of 1 and 2 up here. PSN, Xbox One, definitely get it, play it. It's a very fun action RPG with some sense of Zelda as well, because there's dungeons and stuff like that and backtracking. Definitely play it. That's a big announcement. since you don't know about it, we won't talk about it. We'll just move
You
on.
can go on as long as you want, but I'll just
We'll
say here.
move on because that was big, pretty news, and Injustice 2.
Big pretty news or pretty big news?
Pretty big news. Thanks for correcting me, Dan, man. That's why you're here.
Okay.
That's why you make the big bucks.
That's what I try.
Yep. So,
I mean, it was big and pretty. What's up? I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. You're fine. Another big topic today, which I was shocked this was even announced. Nintendo announced a new console.
Oh, that's what you showed me, right? The 2D
XL. Yep.
XL.
2D, the new Nintendo 2DS XL. Well, fuck, I really fucked that up. New 2DS XL.
Good thing we don't work at a glorified toy store anymore. Otherwise, we'd have to like really remember.
What
that.
do you really? Yeah, right. What? Glorified toy store there.
Glorified toy store.
What did you really think about that? Like, did you see what it looks like? Do you see what it is? Like, are you shocked?
I didn't see anything.
In our
about
last podcast, I was very much content that this was gonna be it. You know, this was taking over the 3DS, but it seems like they keep adding new 3DS games, and now they add a new console on top of that.
Last time we were talking, it was like we were like, okay, we're just gonna finish off with this, and we went like 30 minutes on Nintendo. And I think I'll bring up every same point. How is Nintendo still a company? 2DS is, what are they doing? Like, that's not gonna be the thing that's gonna.
To me, I
help
think
them out.
I think it is a smart move to a degree because the 3DS still has a lot of stellar games coming out. Fire Emblem's coming out really, really soon. They announced a whole bunch on the new Nintendo Direct a few weeks ago or a month ago. It is smart, but also very weird at the same time because I feel like eventually this will take over.
It should.
It really should. This is their powerhouse. It's doing really, really well. There's more rumors of it getting a smaller, being a minier version of that, which we talked about last time, which I don't think they should.
Better battery life.
I don't think they should. I don't think they need to, personally. So the 2DS XL is what a 2DS basically is. It plays 3DS games, DS games, but not in 3D. And this one,
which is too funny.
This one is the same thing, but it's more of like an actual 3DS. It actually has a flip over.
It does?
Yeah, it's actual.
The only selling point I had for the 2DS was that you can give it to a child. He's not going to break it like you could break the 3DS. They can drop it and stuff, but now all that's out of the window. So it's basically, they're backtracking now. That's the what was the Game Boy SD? Like you just had the flip. Yeah, that's retarded.
I like the look of it.
No, it looks fine, but it's too similar to 3DS.
Oh, sorry. Call me
And it's probably going to be $300.
Whoa! I think they announced the price point. It's only $150.
All right.
So that's a good deal. That's a
decent.
perfect deal
Yeah.
for that because it's more of a 3DS. But like we talked about last time, their verbiage and wordage is like new 2DS XL. Like it's like
whenever we would have to look one up because it's like they're so specific.
So many too.
8 of like the same
so
kind.
many, and it's like
Xbox had a little bit of that going on towards the end, also because they just announced like a bunch of different systems, and everything, all types of different colors. So you have to always look through all the bunch of Xbox stuff, which they all look the same. Like they're all pretty much the same.
Yes, absolutely. And they're adding to that now as
The
well
Xbox?
with the Scorpio.
Yeah.
So
is it still called Scorpio? Of all, like,
that's the code name. It's going to be
of all
unveiled.
the code names, that's the only one I am like, nah, that's not cool.
Really? I actually like that. That sounds sexual.
No,
and
actually,
you know I like
before the Xbox
sexual.
One, there were like Xbox 720. I thought that was retarded. Also, I'm glad they didn't go for that.
I feel like they're gonna mess up the name because it's not gonna be called Scorpio. They should just leave it as Scorpio. Let's do predictions. Golden God and Friends podcast.
Scorpio would spell with an X instead of an S.
Predictions on Golden God and Friends podcast. Scorpio names. Xbox.
Okay, just the original Xbox.
I think they're gonna call it Xbox.
I'm gonna go Peanut Butter Lover.
Like,
an homage to
there's
Bill Gates,
also-
who loves peanut butter.
It's also Xbox Infinity. I heard. You know, I've heard 720.
That's cool also, but that's what they were saying for the one after 360.
I feel like they're just gonna say
Which I
Xbox because it's gonna be one brand now because it's all under the umbrella.
That's actually pretty good.
under the umbrella, but still confusing
Very
as shit.
meta.
Very confusing as shit if you just want an original Xbox.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, who's still looking for an original Xbox?
I need to get a new one. Mine is dead.
Everyone's Xbox. The original one always breaks.
He takes about like 30 minutes to read games now.
You waited. Like, you put it on there, and you're like, I'm just gonna leave it on, see when it starts. Like, I would say, oh, it's broken.
I put in NFL Fever like 2004.
Yeah.
Like, I want to play the fuck out of this game right now. I don't know why, but I popped it in and I waited. I'm like, I'm gonna watch the game while this goes on. And I started watching the game and I forgot about it. And I finally came back to it. Oh, it fucking finally worked. And I played for like maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm like, great.
These older games, they don't catch your attention like they used to.
They do for me, pretty much. Like, I just, the other day where I was playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
That's a good one.
And I was playing with my chows, like, the whole time. I missed that. Sonic team, bring fucking chows back, okay? Shit.
Make a good Sonic game again.
Did you see the new one?
What's the new one?
Sonic Forces?
No, I never even heard of it. This is my first time.
It's like or is it Sonic Mania? I think it's Sonic Mania. Where it's like Sonic Generations 2. It has like original Sonic and then new Sonic.
Oh, okay. But is it
both without pants?
Does it play weird?
Original Sonic plays 2D. New Sonic plays 3D. If you ever played Sonic Generations, it actually was a really good game. It was a fun game. Another one that was really good is Sonic Colors on Wii. And that opening song was fantastic. Play it over and over again in your head.
I think I played Sonic Colors. That's like the old school one, right?
For Wii,
when
yeah.
Went back? Yeah.
Where you had to grab the alien people and he had powers and shit.
No, never mind. I wasn't thinking of that one.
It was good. It was really good because it felt like traditional Sonic.
Okay. Maybe I was thinking about that one.
We'll see for sure. We'll definitely have an E3 prediction show coming up pretty soon. I'm hoping to snag you, Sixto, Matt, if Matt will ever show up again. I don't know what happened. I haven't heard from the Hypnotic Phantom himself in a little bit. No, he's a busy guy. I know you're a busy fella. It is Sonic Mania. Thank you so much.
We got IT guy working in the back.
Yep, we just hired him.
Yeah. He's getting paid in quarters. Every month a new quarter.
So, anything you want to talk about games? Anything you gaming right now? Like, I gotta write some more. I figured you wouldn't want to talk about that stuff.
No, I'm really out of it. I used to work at a glorified toy store where we sold a bunch of games. I didn't know anything about any new games coming out. I'm so out of it.
This is all you need to play, kiddies. This is all you fucking need to play.
Yeah. And, well, not kitties, because that is rated...
it is M for mature.
And it's, I think, a hard M, right?
I told you who I committed to, right?
I don't know what that means.
Who I romanced in this game.
You said Anna?
Anne, yeah.
Anne?
The blonde.
Okay. Good on
Blonde
you.
hair, blue eyes. It's official. Golden God and Friends podcast. I have photos to prove it.
Ew. But no, I'm always really into I'm into old games, so I'm just doing Watch Dogs now. I want to get into Watch Dogs 2 after that.
I want to play Watch Dogs 2 as well. That one looked a lot better than
Do you
one
have
to
it?
me. I have the first one.
You don't have 2?
No, I only have the first one.
Really? 2 was good. They have like a trial. You can play like the first 2
I
hours
downloaded the Prey demo. I wanted to try that out. Everyone's talking about that. That's another weird thing that just came out, and there's no fucking review on Prey. No one has a review on Prey.
So there's a new Prey, the
yeah,
reboot?
the demo's fucking right.
I liked Prey the first time around.
Well, everyone was waiting for Prey 2 because that was announced like 10 years ago, but it never came out, and then they just rebooted it, and it's the BioShock guy. One of the BioShock guys that did it, and that's why I heard how it feels like. I heard it feels very much like BioShock.
I like the
but
symbol, very cool.
In man space.
In man space? What?
I don't know.
Is that a term in the game, man space?
No, but it's in space, like in space, for sure.
It looks very different from the original.
Yes, it is. I heard it's BioShock. I heard it really feels like... And BioShock's fantastic. That game was incredible. Very creepy. The first one especially. 2 was okay. It was made by some Canadian team, and they were good. It was different.
And the Canadians are nice, but
yeah,
they try.
Tim Hortons is great. BioShock Infinite was phenomenal. It was the first team. and you could tell that those games were related, and it felt. But that one's very contrasting. The first game was very dark and brooding and scary. Second game was very light and colorful, and the clouds.
Third game was like that too, at least the beginning.
The third game was. Oh, did I say second? Third
Yeah.
game. The second game was kind of like the first game, where it was broody and shit. But it's just, I never felt like a Big Daddy in that game. Like, Big Daddy is one of the most powerful fucking enemies in that game, and you get to be one in the second one. But you're telling me scrappers are killing me and shit?
Right?
You know, I'm running out of drill oil every 3 seconds. I can't just drill this guy over and over and shit. That bad wording there, bad verbiage there.
Bad verbiage. No, I know.
Bad verbiage.
You're
there.
just telling me how you like to spend your weekends just drilling guys, like endlessly. You don't need any oil. You're just drilling them.
No lube, just right there, bro.
Just drilling them until the battery runs out.
But nothing. You're just playing Watch Dogs 1 right now.
Yeah, I'm a monogamist, so I stick to one and I don't stray. I don't cheat on it. You know what I mean? Which is totally a lie because I did Borderlands 2.
I'm totally a cheater, I guess, because I've been playing a little bit of everything. But I've been playing mostly Persona 5. Obviously, if you heard in the first podcast, I rambled for a good 15 minutes about it. And I could do a podcast by myself for hours about Persona 5 and just go on about the series.
A podcast made by you for you.
Yeah, right? No, I recommended that game to a lot of people, and they are so into it, and I love that when they come back to me and they're like, dude.
That did feel good.
They're like, dude, why haven't I played this before? And I'm so jealous of them because Persona 5 is their first one to play, and it's the best fucking one ever.
You're like, I wish I can lose my memory just so I can discover it again.
Like, and honestly, this, like I told you last time, the game, I'm 55 hours in, and it still is surprising to me. It's never going the way I expect it to because I played the previous, I put 300 hours into Persona 4 and Golden, and I put a good 100 hours plus into Persona 3, and that's like a combo of like 500 hours there or whatever. I absolutely adore those games. Very much like how I adore Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy VII. Like, they're like my kids. Like, I can't choose which one's better. I just love those games. And I absolutely, yeah. And with playing 5, it's just everything but more. And it constantly gets better. Persona constantly, and it's hard. I'm like, how do you improve on Golden? That game was almost perfect for me. And then all of a sudden, 5 is so much better. And I even told you in the first 28 fucking minutes of playing that game, I knew it was better already.
Yeah, you're with your popcorn and your boner. And,
yeah, like, my pants were immediately off. Immediately off. And
you were pulling the threads.
And recommending so many of my friends to it, and them coming back to me and sending me messages on here like, dude, like, this game's fucking, I'm so into it. Like, I'm like, I told you. Like, and I like that. And life is, kiddies, definitely getting out of your comfort zone a little bit. Not always doing a routine. Try something different. Try something new. I used to be very much single-minded with video games. I used to just play my platformers, my Nintendo shit, basically.
When they were good.
And that was it. And then I eventually branched out and tried a JRPG. I always thought turn-based was boring, very much like how you feel now. Yeah. And I was like, why would I do that? That's a waste of time. But then I actually played it and realized how good the fucking story of Final Fantasy VII was, and how
that's the thing. That's how they reel you in. The stories are always fantastic.
The stories, and that's why I think I'm drifting a little bit for 15. I got 15 day one, and I put 6 hours into the game. That's not a fair enough judgment to the game. I need to play it more. But I got 55 fucking hours into Persona 5 already.
Well, you are a jobless heathen, so that's 55 jobless hours.
Yeah, right.
Which seems like
that actually was,
but it's like a weekend.
Most of those actually were not like as being a jobless heathen. You think I would be playing more?
Yeah.
But I've been doing more listening to the cast, editing, trying to figure out the YouTube channel, getting the Twitters, and getting everything ready. Because I fucked up a lot of audio previously. Remember I filmed like 6 episodes before this, and they all the audio was fucked up. And our first official episode was like a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago with you and me, and the audio was great. I just got to edit that one particular segment out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you
Can you bring it up again? I don't know.
No. We'll go past it. But
okay.
we'll end it here. We did about a good hour and 24 minutes. We'll try to shorten it for sure. A lot of movie time. We talked a lot about The Room. Dan the Man was very unprepared. And I didn't write a new outline. I should have wrote a new outline.
Well,
I didn't.
I'm unprepared when it comes to video games. I'm always unprepared when it comes to video games.
I just got a text there. Sorry. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you, GG Legion, GG Nation, whatever the hell we're gonna call you. Thanks for watching, listening, subscribing. Gonna figure out the iTunes thing eventually too. We are not a kids show. I gotta keep repeating that. Probably mostly because of me.
Yeah. I think I said one boner in this entire...
Yeah, that's a bad word for Dan. Oh my god. We just went up to PG-13, guys. Holy shit. You know, so...
But like a strong PG-13.
Yeah, right. Like Fast 8 PG-13.
They'd be
right?
able to
Fuck
visualize
word,
it.
you know. Shit. Shit.
They're not even saying the curse word right. They're just throwing it in.
Yeah, there's no line for it. Just fuck. Fuck.
It was like...
But,
actually, that was Wolverine for me. It was... no, Logan.
Logan?
Yeah, it was like they were throwing a couple of first F words, and it was just to take the unnatural bit. Like, they're like, I know
To
it's
get
going to
the
feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, to get
And they
uncomfortable.
pushed away Patrick Stewart said like 8 times in a row, and they're like, okay. And then after that, it was fantastic.
He
You didn't
did.
even notice it.
I love Patrick
I don't think
Stewart
I've
in
ever
that
heard him
movie.
say a curse word.
I don't think so either, but it's funny with his British accent to hear him say
Yeah.
that.
And he's fantastic in American Dad, and he says all kinds of
He is
weird
great
stuff.
in American Dad. Shut the hell up, Dan. Man. We're ending the fucking podcast. Thank you so much, guys. This is episode 5, maybe? Like, I gotta... It's 4 or 5. It'll be labeled. You'll see it. A lot of movie time. A lot of The Room. We talked about the It trailer. We really appreciate your time and effort. Be patient with me. I'm sorry. I have a lot of episodes to upload, but I got things figured out. My buddy just called me probably about the logo. He called me in the wrong time because we were recording. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.
Deuce.